You see the Earth? No, we do not.
Copy.
Let's play Something Bad is on the Moon. Hello and welcome to Linu Plays Short in Your Games. Today I'm going to play a game by Matthew Ager. I don't think I've played a game by Matthew before, but this looks really interesting. This is based on the moon and I love space horror, so perfect. It's also super short. It's a found footage game about the Apollo 17. There's actually horror movies out there about like creepy stuff happening on the moon. I can actually link to a few trailers in the video description if you're interested in horror movies, which probably not. If you're interested in horror games, why would you be interested in horror movies? Yeah, also I apologize for my hair. It's one of those days, you know, I cut my hair short recently and it does a lot of things on its own. Like as soon as you have a short haircut, it's its own entity. Anyways, let's go. Something bad is on my head, you know. Ooh, start recording. Is that my helmet? December 19th, 1972 marked the date of last publicly disclosed moon landing. Because afterwards they didn't say anymore. Since then, 8 classified lunar missions were authorized in absolute secrecy. Oh, that's a nice premise. I like that. I found the video recording which instigated those classified missions. How did you find it? Did you hack through it? The dark web? Something is on the moon. Something bad. Do you change it? No. Okay. And somehow, when I saw this footage last week, I think it noticed me. Oop! Well, that would be... I don't know. How? Recorded December 20th, 1972, final public lunar mission. Lieutenant Marcus Wren's helm cam footage.
Tranquility Base, this is Houston. You are go for EVA. Please confirm status of your suit systems and PLSS before proceeding to the equipment site. Over.
Ooh!
Roger that, Houston. This is Tranquility. Suit systems are green across the board. PLSS is operating within nominal parameters. Preparing to egress the LM. Over.
Well, I don't know anything about that. I don't...
Copy Tranquility. Take your first steps carefully. The radar receiver at radar site November has recently failed. Its last telemetry sweep before your EVA noted a transient signal 1,500 miles southwest of your position. Likely a sensor echo. Proceed with manual receiver reset. Over.
I don't have a...
Understood, Houston. It's eerie out here. Reminds me of my last walk on the lunar surface. The solitude, the silence. You know, the human brain craves faces, and this solitude makes me see them in the hills. Moving towards the waypoint now. Over.
Alright.
Copy Tranquility. It's funny, Apollo 11 was the only mission where no one said they saw faces in the rocks. Must be odd to think about anything else when you're the first people to ever touch the moon, I suppose. Ever since then, someone on every lunar mission has mentioned it. Over.
You see the Earth? No, we do not.
Copy. Houston.
Where there we are.
I'll make sure to inform you if any little green men pop out of the ground and eat me. Until then, though, I'm en route to the radio installation. Over and out.
You'll eat your words. Was it Matthew? I don't know. I like that. I was like, I don't have a compass. I don't know from which point I have to go southwest. But yeah, this is fine. Would you see faces in the mountains? Maybe. Maybe they took that from like actual astronauts talking about it. What I learned from astronauts is that when they saw Earth from space, they weren't in awe or anything. They just felt a really deep melancholy most of the time. Like not everyone, but I think they did studies on it with astronauts because it felt so fragile. And a lot of astronauts are therefore really into environmental issues because they're like, well, this is the only planet we have. And I think astronauts of all people, not Silicon Valley tech billionaires, know that it is pretty much impossible to just set up, you know, shop on Mars, for example. You just can't do it that easily. It's probably not worth the effort, and it's probably much easier to just fix Earth, you know. Okay, But I don't want to land here. I want to... Oh, I can run. Okay. I want to go to that site. How do I... Yeah. I hope I'm not getting stuck here. I feel like... Can I fall to my death? Because... Oh no, I can't. It's all round. Round and round. Shouldn't I be able to, like... Oh... I can jump so high. So, you know how people dream about flying? I never really dream about flying. I just dream about being able to, like, jump really.
Tranquility, be advised, another lunar radar installation, 2,300 miles east, reported a brief unidentified object crossing the lunar horizon, then went dark. Similar profile to your anomaly. It's puzzling, but proceed as planned.
Yeah.
Over.
Okay, well, thanks for that. It's disconcerting info.
Copy. When I reach the radar, I'll make an assessment of the receiver's functionality. Tell me, though, what is believed to be the source of the radar signatures? Over. Copy Tranquility. Current theory is high-velocity micrometeoroids, or possibly debris. Anomalous, but not unprecedented. Maintain focus on your objective. Over.
Okay.
Roger that, Houston. I have to admit that this situation has put me a bit on edge. I think I've been seeing things that aren't really there.
Really?
Maybe just reflections off my visor.
I did.
I just keep staring at the hills. Over.
I really didn't, though. Like...
Tranquility. We are confident that the mission state is nominal. Stay calm and focus on fixing the receiver. You'll get some rest soon. Update us when you reach the radar site. Over and out.
By the way, the jumping is not super... I mean, it's a little bit realistic, because we do float a little bit, but not enough. I think in space, I would always be scared to get lost, you know, to kind of suddenly float up into space. Because what are you supposed to do then? Sheesh. There we go. Yay! We made it! Don't tumble now. You know, that would be embarrassing. Okay. Let's go! Oh, there's a face! Ah, now I see it! Do you see that? It's right over the 50-meter thingy. I see it now.
Houston, come in. I've made it to the radar site. Over.
That's creepy.
Roger. Tranquility. We need you to assess the condition of the receiver and run a system reboot. After the reboot completes, stand by, as we will need to ensure that the reboot fixes the system. But be advised, over the last few minutes, almost all lunar installations have experienced significant technical problems. The cause is currently unknown. Over.
Would that be a huge face?
Understood, Houston. Something about this situation just isn't right. The receiver looks perfectly fine to me. No damage at all. All diagnostics are green, but the receiver is failing to detect any return signatures. I'll reboot the system now. Over. Roger, Tranquility. Update us if the situation changes. Over.
Bop! There's a face, there's a face. This could be a face. I don't know. Such a good idea. I like it. Okay. Are they moving? No, they're not. Okay. Did you move? No. Did you move? No. It's the glare, because it always looks brighter when I look here.
Radar is operational. Tranquility, well done. I'm seeing the scans on my screen right now. It looks good. Tranquility. I'm picking up a small object traveling in your direction right now.
Oh no.
It's moving fast, very fast.
No.
I cannot get a read on the exact speed. Patching into your HUD now. It's 2,250 miles away.
Oh, that's a lot.
Please return to the capsule.
Oh no. No! Woo! Okay. Hurl ass. Oh no. I do not like this. This is a great concept. I love it. Also, is it Australian accents?
Tranquility. Oh, tranquility. Tranquility. We need you to stay where you are. Please do not move. You are safe here.
No.
You are safe.
No.
He. You are safe here. We need you to stay where you are. Please do not
No.
move. You are safe here.
No. You don't sound like my friend or colleague.
Tranquility, the command module has begun its journey back to Earth. Please, hurry! Stay where you are, stay calm, and we will recover you shortly.
I can't make it, I think. Oh god, this is so scary. This is great. I love it. Beautiful music. I love it. Oh. Oh. Oh, Jesus! I'm scared. I should have expected it. So it kind of got me. Ooh, that was nice. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the jump scare ending, but in this case, it kind of feels like I was overtaken. So it was less like... I like the idea of aliens not being like figures, like physical, you know, humanoid figures. I don't know why I made this. You know, humanoid. I like the idea of them being more, or having more mental powers and communicating differently, you know, not through mouths, like humans communicating through. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm super sorry. So in my head, it made sense because it was like a mental takeover. Really enjoyed this. Fantastic idea. And what I like is that, and that's what I always appreciate, a short horror game that has a vision, a very clear vision, and just sees that through. So no weird detail shenanigans, nothing superfluous, you know, that doesn't need to be there. No needless jump scares on the way, just creating this tension slowly but surely, you know, and then ending with a bang. And what I really liked was the voiceover. I'm you know, because it's this natural thing, so you're listening to it and it's calming. It's actually a really good idea because while you're walking, you hear your colleague talking to you. That's probably also what they did. I can assume if they were technically able to do it, because psychologically it must be so weird. I mean, a one-man tour you would probably never really do, but in this case, you know, it's one person, so obviously they talk to him so he doesn't lose his mind, because I think you could easily, you're on the moon, you're in space, you know. I think that does a lot to you mentally, so constant human contact, you know, is probably really important. So I like that because it lulled you into this sense of security, you know, while you were playing. And then to have the voice change, not change, and the voice didn't change, you know, but obviously the person behind it did. That was so, like, I loved it. It's one of those things, like the initial plot and premise is so simple, but there's a lot of small little things, like, yeah, the moment when your colleague is suddenly not your colleague anymore, that you actually had little shapes of faces in the background. I didn't see them at first, but then, you know, while I was going closer to the signal station, I saw them in the background, that they were face-like. I like that. I like that it actually, I think it took phenomenons of people. I think it's this thing with the seeing faces in the rock formations and everything. I think they had this with Mars a lot of times, when pictures from Mars and people just see faces in there, because the human mind really it loves structure. It will structure everything, whether it makes sense or not. So a lot of small little things that made this game really fantastic. And I mean, it's a 10-minute game. It's fantastic. I will follow the developer. Like, I'm really happy to do it. because I'm really, yes, I'm like, it's not that I'm surprised how good it is, but I am. Because a lot of games that are very popular on, like, I expected something cool because our space horror is fantastic, but I didn't expect it to be so good. So that's what I mean with surprise. I already knew it would probably be a nice experience, but this was really, yeah, beyond my expectations, especially for such a short game. Like, I always enjoy it so much when it's just super short but still so neat. Also, yeah, my question to you. Okay, outside of the scenario of being a millionaire and doing it for weird edge bro reasons, if you had the opportunity, like when you were a kid, did you want to go to space when you were older? Do you still wonder if would that still be something where you're like, well, if I had, like, if my life, if I had the chance to kind of change my life, I might still want to go to space. I want to see Earth from space, or would you not do it? I gotta be honest, I don't think my whole being is fit for space because I stress out easily. I get very anxious, and I work in marketing, so low stakes, very, very much low. We can be honest here. It's very much low stakes. Like, if I make a mistake, it's a typo somewhere, or it's the wrong post on the wrong time, or it's no post on social media at all. It's not, the world doesn't end. The worst case is that the website doesn't work for a couple of hours, but it's never really something, where I can die or where other people can die. And so and even that job stresses me out. Occasionally, it used to be worse, but now but still, so I think being in space ups that stress 1,000 gazillion times. It's the same reason why I could not be a doctor or veterinarian. I couldn't really work with anything where any of my mistakes had an actual impact on people. So I couldn't do it. Even though I think seeing Earth from space, or being in space in general, just this feeling of it, would probably be very awe-inspiring to me. But yeah, I don't think I could do it because just neuroses, and anxiety. How about you? Would you think, yeah, I would totally do it? I mean, not like a ignorant billionaire, but rather, with the full training and everything. And I would like to do it just for science reasons. Yeah, that's pretty much my question. Also, if you're new to this channel, I play a lot of NER games. Currently started Still Waits the Deep, a longer Let's Play that will usually be published on Sundays. And yeah, it's just one episode in, the first hour, and it's pretty cool. So if you like games like Amnesia, and if you like especially horror where people are like isolated in a hostile environment, then that might be, the Let's Play for you. And also, if you subscribe, I promise you, if I'm an alien entity, and I will catch you anyways. You saw how fast I was, I will at least have the decency not to pretend to be your friend. Because, if you stay in that place, or if you try to run back to your station, as you could see, it doesn't really matter. So it would be kind of an additional cruelty to pretend I was your colleague / friend, and allow you into safety until you realize, oh no, that's not them. Oh my God. So I would, I would still catch you because I'm an alien entity and obviously up to no good, but I would not do this kind of cruel prank, right? So subscribe. Anyways, I hope you had a good time. I hope you have a wonderful day. Maybe see you next time. Bye. This is my self-recorded outro song so I don't get hit with copyright claims. If you subscribe to a lot of fun tutorials, reviews, and let's plays.